What do I say, cave dwellers? Get all the gang members off the street.
A disturbing sex trafficking bust. Several suspected gang members arrested, accused of forcing young girls into prostitution. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being with us. You're watching LA Live News Tonight. I'm Marla Tejas.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Devine. Federal prosecutors here in LA say this is the first major takedown of a sex trafficking operation on that infamous Figueroa Street.
Fox 11's Chelsea Edwards spoke to the acting top prosecutor in our area about this bust, and she's live in Westwood tonight. Chelsea?
Yeah, well, this was a big bust. We're talking 11 alleged gang members, including 6 leaders of the Hoover criminal street gang, now indicted on these really disturbing charges. Take a look at some video. These are images that were mentioned in the indictment, things that they posted to social media. Prosecutors say the gang recruited girls as young as 14 years old, many of them runaways or kids from the foster care system. Federal officials say those victims were regularly raped and drugged, all while being forced into prostitution. The alleged ringleader, a 25-year-old woman named Amaya Armstead, who goes by Lady Duck. Prosecutors say she and her co-defendants acted as pimps, using social media to recruit vulnerable teens and young adults, then controlling them through violence, drugs, and intimidation. According to the indictment, victims who disobeyed were assaulted, humiliated, they were denied food or drugs, and in some cases, branded with tattoos of their traffickers' street names.
I mean, these guys were prolific. They were the ones recruiting these young women and children. They're ones out there selling them. They were out there enforcing by beating up these women and drugging them and raping them. And so today we're getting the worst of the worst people off the street.
Off the fucking street. Is it just me or most of these Hoovers like look alike? Like they all like kind of light-skinned it with tattoos under both of their eyes. Like they all look the same. Look, he got a tattoo on his eyes, light skin. You got the other like dark skinned ones sometimes, but you go back, same light skinned. I don't know if he got any tattoos on him, but I'm sure he does. This dude light skinned, he light skinned, probably got a tattoo on his face. He got tattoos up the neck and stuff. Like they all the same. You got the random black dude in here. For every 3 light skinned Hoovers, there's one dark skinned one. Look. Light skin Hoover, light skin, the same kind of cut. Like they all got the same fucking look. Light skin, same tattoo on the face, same kind of cut, kind of. Look, light skin, tattoo on the face, same kind of. Like even the ones you see on No Jumper, they kind of look alike. And you got the random dark skin ones. But look, another like kind of light skin one with the all this money, all this fucking money. They could have put this into a business. You out here raping little, like, I'm fucking demonetized talking about that. But it's just as crazy. And YouTube, you gotta let this fly. We talking about something. This is news. This is politics. We talking about news in the community. You gotta let this one slide, YouTube, because I gotta call it like it is. I don't give a fuck about nothing. This is sick. Look, she out here, her own, not it's just race, but her own gender. Like you just putting them out on the street. She probably a dyke bitch, and you sitting there putting these little girls out. Little girls, if you 18 and up, do what you want to do. If you want to prostitute yourself, cool. Sex trafficking is different. I'm a supporter of sex workers if they're willing. If you in Vegas and they out there doing their thing, because some women out there doing their thing, they ain't got no pimp, they setting it up. Hey, they like to have fun, sex. You got people out here doing Diddy parties all the time, orgies and stuff just to go. So if you're a woman and you're getting some money for selling your little cat, whatever it is, hey, do your thing. But if you 14, 15, 16, 17, no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. And to have them for these grown motherfuckers to have them, they think this is cool, legit, like they can live with themselves. That group mentality, like, oh, we getting money, ain't nothing happening. Look at all this. What are they doing with the fucking money besides getting Jews and weed and drugs? Like, what are they doing with the money? Like, like the police ain't busting down a mansion somewhere in Malibu talking about some, oh, you're a sex trafficker. They in the hood with hundreds of thousands of dollars doing nothing but showing that they got hundreds of thousands of dollars. They ain't taking out no crypto. They ain't buying no Bitcoin. They just fucking this crab in a barrel mentality. This is not black people. This is not black men. I am a fucking the epitome of a fucking black man. Law-abiding, educated, served my country, veteran, MBA. I ain't bragging. I ain't been arrested and going to jail. Never one. I haven't served one fucking day in jail. And I know of some innocent people that served in jail. So I'm just saying no. Most I've gotten is a goddamn traffic ticket. Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't want to hear you born in the hood and we've been making it out, man. Blah, 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 blah. Because look at these guys. He's a gangbanger. She's a gangbanger. They're gangbangers. They're gangbangers. He's a gangbanger. He's a gangbanger. He's a gangbanger. And ain't none of them none of these are the 14-year-old girls that was being raped and beat and branded by them with their fucking street name on it. So they gonna tell you that they had a rougher life than the little kids that they just put through that. They gonna tell you that, no, you joined the fucking gang, the Hoovers, because you were born on that street or you knew somebody from that street. If you were born in the 60s, you would have joined the fucking 60s. It didn't matter to you what gang. You ain't go seek out I was in the 60s, but I really wanted to be a Hoover, so I changed my address and I went over there every day and I used to fight back. No, you there because your mama lived there and she worked in the fucking area and she couldn't move out and make enough money because your daddy left. That's the only fucking reason why you're doing it. Like, this shit make me mad. I'm about to start spazzing out on these niggas. And then so I got this one because I seen that back on Fig, they were trying to blame it on Smack because he just had, if you know Smack, but he did podcast personality, and he was on the radio in LA and like talking to the mayor and saying, yo, Figueroa been a big prostituting community now. What are you gonna do about that? Because the women are getting younger. Like, when I was young, it's always been that, but it was more respectable because when he was young, there were grown ass women up there and they 20s, 30s, 40s out there, whatever, doing pimping and pandering, whatever you're doing. But now they 15. You'd be hard pressed to find an 18-year-old out there. He's saying. And then he asked that like a month ago, and then all of a sudden they do this and they trying to blame it on Smack. Talking about he's snitching. So fucking what? Oh, what you want him to clean up? What you mean you got 14-year-olds? Like, it's stupid. Once you grow up, you're supposed to get out of it. I get it. If you're in that neighborhood and you fighting for survival, I get it. It's dog eat dog. I got to join them. I need to become a wolf because if they see me as a sheep, I get it. But when you 18 as a man, you got to let all that shit go. These people are 35, 40 years old, still talking about on Paru, on Hoover, on BDs, on GDs, on Vice Laws, on 60s, on 40s, on 20s. What are you talking about? Then they got a whole dictionary. Oh, this word. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's disrespect. That's disrespect. You wearing it. Who the fuck you think you are? And it's only towards other black people because if a white person come there, and I guarantee you, if you white watching this, I guarantee you probably don't know this. If you go to any of these gang neighborhoods, you, your wife, your kids, if y'all holding hands, a white family, a mom, a dad, 2 kids, walk down these fucking neighborhoods, they will be perfectly fine. And the white people don't even realize that. Y'all don't even realize that y'all can go there. I would be more at threat walking down the street as a black man, looking how I do, just glasses, probably tell I'm not from the area, I'm from the East Coast, whatever, like who's that? Hey, who you? You could be right in front of me, or you could be right in back of me. They're gonna, hey, now y'all go, y'all keep walking. Hey, nice to meet you. What's your name? Jeff. Hey, Karen. Let's go. They gonna press me. And then if I go to the white neighborhood and look out of place, even if it's rednecks, even if the poor white people, the redneck neighborhood in the trailer park, they're gonna be like, who that black boy? So maybe some black people call white privilege some shit because, hey, you got a privilege of walking past our own neighborhoods and we don't. Maybe that's the white privilege. That you could go to this neighborhood, knock on the door, they're like, that's the landlord. Oh, that must be a city worker. But if I go, they're like, who that? Hey, cuz, who that nigga? The fuck we talking about? Come on, I gotta finish the story. I'm sorry. I'll be going off on
out there enforcing by beating up these women and drugging them and raping them. And so today we're getting the worst of the worst people off the street, and there should be an impact on the community very quickly.
Federal prosecutors say the group controlled sex trafficking along a 3.5-mile section of Figueroa Street in South LA, known as the Figueroa Corridor, and they've been in control from February of 2021 until now. Tonight, we sat down with Lori Burns, a survivor who was trafficked into prostitution out of the foster care system as well. She has now made it her life's mission to save victims like the ones from this case, founding...
And that's a whole nother thing, foster care system. These girls turn 21, they kick them out the foster care system. No family, no support, no nothing to fall back on. Because if they had a daddy, they daddy with it. There's no way Yo, they gonna say, yo, girl, get out of here. Your father coming here, even if she wanted to. Yo, your father blowing up the motherfucking spot every day. He out here with a camera or whatever. It's gonna be a gang war. I'm following him home, bro. I'm following him home. I'm gonna look at it. Oh, so he got her out here? Him. Okay, that look like at the pimp. He looked like he got control over her. Look at the way. Okay, I'm following you home. And when I get you, I'm gonna get like, yo, the worst thing is to drive a good law-abiding man to be a criminal, because he's probably going to be better than the criminal.
The Teen Project, which provides wraparound services to foster and at-risk young women. She believes the system is broken for everybody involved.
I am very sold on hurt people, because I see the girls, I know the stories. I know the stories of the men that have taken them.
They recruit.
And it's all a failed system. It's all going to go back to the broken system, because a lot of the kids that you see on the street that were gang members were in the system themselves, whether they were in juvenile hall, group homes, or foster homes. They were in that broken system, and they came out unhealed, unhelped.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 5 of those suspects pleaded not guilty today, and the trial has now been set for early October. And if convicted as charged, some could be facing life in prison.
And if anybody take a plea deal, you're a snitch. So all y'all go under the jail together. One united front on Hoover. Groovy, baby.
Reporting live from Westwood, I'm Chelsea Edwards, Fox 11 News.
That's what the Hoover
Chelsea,
say.
I'm looking at those photos there, thinking of the industry of sex trafficking. And these suspects all seem fairly young.
They always ask them a question they answered already.
Yeah, a lot of them, most of them, I would say in their early 20s, very young. And the ringleader, just 25 years old, and a woman as well. Experts say they often use women that are in the system themselves. They use them to get these younger girls to trust them before bringing them in to the same system.
Hey, girl, you know what? Yeah, I'm 21. I got to get kicked out. And then they got other girls that they knew, right? Because they've been in the system their whole life. So they might be 18 at the time in the system, and they got a bunch of 15 and 16-year-olds that look up to them. And then they turn 21, and these girls are still 19, 20. They're like, oh, I'm about to get kicked out too. I don't know what to do, girl. I ain't got no education. I barely finished high school. McDonald's ain't hiring. I don't know. Like, well, if you really want to make some money, I got a way if you down. No, but you got to be down. I mean, this is real. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. They all, man, put them under the jail. Under the jail too good for them. They need to go. They be treated just like any rapist, any PDF file, all of them. They just need to go. This is stupid. They should just burn and like with a fucking. I'm sorry, cave dwellers. Like, share, subscribe. Let's talk about it in the comments. I need to calm down because I could just rant about these motherfuckers. Let me know what they're talking about. Let's put it up. Let's keep going up. This is why the cave is here. This is why we in the cave. We in here because these goofy motherfuckers, especially if you black. If you black, I want you to like and subscribe to this channel and every fucking video I put out, because I am screaming to the top of our lungs. This is not what we do. This is not who we are. You know how they love when politicians come around? They love to scream. Hold on, let me go to because this ain't even about this no more. You know how they love to scream, we're not a monolith. We're not a monolith. We're not a monolith. Well, we're a fucking monolith against these goons. These fucking belligerent, oh my God, incels. That's what we are. We're a monolith against that. If you're a monolith against crime, if you have morality and you hold it, if you have pride in your name and want to leave a legacy that people talk about of goodness, of helping people, then you subscribe to this. And if you're a white American, then you subscribe to this shit because you see it. You're gonna say, oh no, look, show your friends. When they start talking about these black people going crazy, you go, yeah, they are. Yeah. But America's going crazy. And this is true. But we got, look at this black man. Look, he talking sense. And he got cousins and brothers and sisters and everything else, and he talking sense to them. We ain't like that. We ain't got, if there's a member of my family that's like this and this bad, I don't know about him because I be talking about their ass every day. I don't give a fuck if you cousin, brother, sister, whatever. This is not tolerable. This is against human nature to take down your own. They're cannibals. If you out there shooting your own kind, you're a fucking cannibal. Even though you ain't eating them, you killing them. That's worse. To kill something in nature and not eat it is a sin. I love you.